Are you grinding?
Drowning in my own hype for the next upcoming match, Great T versus goheegy.
No, you can't just fucking save it like that. What? Okay. Yeah. Uh, EGTS 2022 semifinals weekend. This is our second winners bracket match. The other one just happened. I'm over to Hedge 2014. He's Rafalge and he seems to still be breathing.
Have resurfaced. I'm come back from my scuba expedition and I'm ready to be excited.
That's awesome.
Anyway, this is Seed 2 versus Seed 3.
Yeah, you're, just one seed difference winners bracket match for this weekend, and yeah.
I mean, that's all the explanation you need. It's goheegy, it's Grape Tea, two very well-known players, even outside of tournaments.
Oh yeah. Goheegy, you could... I think the case honestly makes itself, more than for anyone else, that Goheegy is just the single best player outside of Japan that isn't named Peaceful. Just as an all-rounder, like, tourney player. And even just PP-wise, I mean, he's number 2 outside of Japan, number 1 is Peaceful. Peaceful, obviously, I believe in the middle of his military service still, so, does not have the time at all to play in tournaments. So, yeah. Goheegy is here, though, so that's great.
Goheegy is not in the Korean military?
Oh my god! I wasn't sure myself, but thanks for confirming. But yeah, Gripty, one of the best players in Japan, which is simply the best Taiko country. It is really that simple. They do not lose TWC, ever. They do not lose more than like a couple maps in a match, ever, in TWC. Their B team would win TWC every year since like probably 13. And Grape Tea has been on that TWC team a couple years running. And his warm-up is Ray Y Terrorism.
Which he does find a miss on.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Actually only playing a Nomad. Kinda surprising. Because like he did have this insane just hidden flex warm-up against, I think it was Fruko a couple weekends ago.
Yeah,
this Genjuro tag map with 1/5 and he just got like, I think 4 100s hidden on it for warm-up.
Something tells me they just didn't put on free mode for this.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's another thing worth noting. It was mentioned in chat. Goheegy is a bongo player. He is DDKK, and being higher ranked than Applers, he is rank 1 DDKK in the world. He's... yeah.
He's also the only remaining DDKK player in the tournament. Just today, we lost both Nurend and Miniature Lamp.
Yeah.
Meaning Goheegy's the only one left to carry the torch of the bongos.
Yeah. Only non-Japanese player as well that made it to winners semis. Is it? No, Oki also made it to quarters, and so did Mankuchi, I believe. But, yeah. Goheegy the only one to make it past quarters without the Japanese flag on his profile. Just kind of a passive buff that. Also, I think Grape Tea is on 1 miss 0 100s currently. No, he is. He actually is.
Yep.
So get used to this. Grape Tea is a very accurate player, by which I mean he's better than you at it.
Yep.
It really is that simple.
No matter who is currently watching this, Grape Tea is probably better at hack.
You can genuinely remove the word probably from that sentence. Okay, if you're like lefty 3, then okay, you get lower UR than him. Pretty much it, probably.
Yeah, that's the only exception.
Yeah, maybe 1 or 2 others, but like, whatever. Basically, he got 42 UR on a quarterfinals map. That means it's really hard, and the guy still got like lower unstable rate on it. Just had more stable tapping than I, an accuracy player, have on like a map that is like 60 dawns in a row at a super comfortable speed and nothing else. He got it on a complicated ass stream map, and yeah, 0 100s, 1 miss. Can we see the UR on that? Because it's probably gonna be low. 78. Okay, that's relatively very reasonable. And Goheegy with 75, but 3 100s does get the FC though. Yeah, the Bongo player classic of simply not missing unless something absolutely forces that to happen.
Right, we are stuck on the results screen.
I mean, look at those scores, man. Damn.
We just have to let it soak in a bit.
Right. Oh, and alright, we have the rolls. goheegy rolled an 11, and goheegy rolled 21.
Yep,
And
blackjack. I don't know what that's referring to, but
it's
true.
like, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you got 21 in blackjack is just like auto win.
Ah,
Or
okay.
something
Well
like
then,
that.
GG. Match
Like
is over.
the blackjack number. No. There's one caveat. This scheme is not called blackjack. It is called Osu Taiko.
Ah, damn, true.
Yeah. goheegy was with the loss of the roll gets the first ban and the second pick, and the fourth and the sixth and whatever. And goheegy, having won the roll, bans second and picks first.
All right.
Oh no, he banned no mod 4.
It is what it is.
goheegy succeeded in the don't say I can do no mod 4 for 1 week challenge.
He rather said, I will not do no mod 4.
Yeah. He said I can't do no mod 4.
First pick, though.
Something tells me he can. Something tells me both these players can actually play the maps they banned. It's just that, well, you know,
I mean, just
they're like, okay, the other guy can probably do it better.
like an hour ago, we saw a 16-point difference, and I don't think Grape Tea wants to even consider the fact that that could happen to him.
Okay, that's true. At that point, you're just spooked by the fact that that could possibly happen. But yeah, Grifty's gonna pick DT1. For a second, I was like, he's picking DT1 into goheegy? That's crazy, but this isn't the slow DT like it's been in previous runs in the DT1 slot. It is, it's dense 315 BPM, and goheegy seems, you know, a bit sad that he's having to play this. I would be too.
Well, let's see if that actually means anything, or if he's just gonna, you know...
Oh no! Wins anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not put that past anyone still in this tournament to be like, oh, I'm screwed, and then just win. But goheegy has already dropped a 100, which genuinely might be too many to win.
Wouldn't be too sure.
Yeah, it seems like he's just less comfortable on this in general, at least so far, losing, you know, just kind of bleeding as time goes on, whereas goheegy is not doing that at all.
I mean, like you said though, DDKK players, they just don't miss unless something is absolutely, literally impossible like that.
Like that 315 BPM mono burst. That, though, is, you know, a bit less obvious of a miss to expect. And it does, the combination of those two things, plus just the yak difference here, means that goheegy does have a pretty sizable lead now. By like 35,000 score. So it's looking pretty comfy for him, especially with another miss from goheegy.
Just a lot of monos in this one.
Yeah.
Not nice for any DDKK player, let alone the currently ranked #1 DDKK player.
I mean, you say that like it would be worse for him than for most Bongo players. Somehow I doubt that. But, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't really say he's struggling on the map. He's at a mid-98 despite having missed 4 times already.
I mean, he's just missing on the things that a DDKK player would miss on.
Yeah.
I've had to wear DDKK like 5 times in this map.
It's going to be said 500 times in this match.
Anyway, Grape Tea.
Alright, so Mao believes Saren wins this match, which is interesting, because there's one minor detail to that, which is that neither of these players are Saren. I'm sure he meant Grape Tea, but yeah.
Nah, Saren wins these.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. Yeah. But yeah, Grape Tea is going to win his first pick very convincingly. goheegy just about failing to get over 1 million score, although still perfectly respectable act, especially for, you know, your opponent's first pick.
Yep.
And now goheegy pretty much immediately picks Nomad 5, which is
Understandable.
I kind of forget. What is
It is
Nomad 5?
the na style fake tech map.
Oh, okay, yeah, the KTYN it star that plays like a 7.5 star. Okay, that makes it sound too easy for this pool. It's not. But yeah, Venus Energy. This map is basically just like light 300 BPM tech.
I said it last match and I was wrong there, but could be an act battle.
I mean, it has been before. I mean, Oki versus Minilamp involved a double FC where Oki only won by, I think, a few 100s. And yeah, I would say it's the easiest map in the pool. Like, on a good enough day, I'm FCing this. I could not FC a single map in the quarterfinals pool. Partly because HR1 was a polyrhythm map instead of a map that I could play. But still, through semifinals no mod, it could definitely get a lot harder in a lot of different ways. Not that it's easy though.
Now, what is the ultimate outcome for this pick?
That's an extremely random question and has so many funny answers. Well, anyway, the map now exists. It's now actually begun. It does seem like a wee bit risky of a pick from goheegy, kind of taking a map that you could ever consider an act battle against against this bro that is goheegy.
I mean, something tells me this is going to be picked at some point, so why not just do it now?
Yeah, fair. goheegy is the first one to hit a 100, and goheegy actually SS's through the first kind of harder part of the map. Alright. So the difference really is just 100 to 0 right now, as in basically nothing. Like, anything happens from goheegy, yeah, there's
like
a 100.
that.
Anything happens other than perfection and the lead is just entirely gone. Alright, here we go. Second hard part. Coming in.
Holding that tongue.
Yeah, I don't think I want to speak. Well, that's what happens when you speak. Even when you're not speaking about someone, something happens. Yeah, goheegy hits a couple more 100s and gives the lead back over, but it's still very small. And
Yeah.
now though, it is just outro of the map left, so listen buddy, just hit the rest of the map cleanly. You've only hit a 100 so far, like singular. And there it is. goheegy gonna get the 100 FC on No Mod 5, with the 100 being, of course, on like kind of nothing, and beats goheegy with still a 5100 FC. That's still a score that very few people on Earth could get in practice, never mind in a match. But it does mean that it's a 1-1 so far, with goheegy to pick next.
Fulfilling the prophecy of not a single sweep this weekend.
Is this our last match?
It is the second to last match.
Okay, yeah.
After this, we're going to be having Kodahiro versus Oki. But for now,
Oh,
the second pick.
goheegy's on Stevelry. He's so trolling. I just saw it. I just looked at the stream when it was being checked.
A little bit of trolling.
Alright, and goheegy's gonna pick free mod 1. Yeah, this could... I have no idea what to expect here, other than just double HDHR.
Yeah.
I don't think neither of these guys are the kind of player to give up 60,000 extra score, even if, you know, getting that 60,000 extra means you need to be a god at the game. Thankfully for these guys, they both are. They are very good at both mods, both of them. Actually, goheegy, kind of known for just insane reading. Obviously was kind of just one of the best HR players in the world for a very long time, but does say in chat too hard for me, which, okay, and now goheegy says it back, so basically nothing has happened here.
Maybe not double mod?
I mean, there's no way we only see one mod per player, for one thing. I don't think that's happening, surely.
Well, let's see. MP start 10.
Could it be just the goheegy HR only? If he goes hidden only, then, I mean, this guy's coming down from the heavens.
Actually trolling.
And goheegy with the HDHR, and yeah, goheegy HR only. I mean, if he's going one mod, that's what you expect, right? He's been one of the best in the world at it for years, but it's not really in his hands to a degree whether he wins this or loses it, especially with those early 100s, because if goheegy plays well enough, there is quite literally nothing goheegy can do apart from go back in time and play it with HDHR instead to catch up to his score.
Oh man. Gets even more 100s.
Yeah, not the cleanest start at all for goheegy here.
mean, given the fact that this map has a lot of notes, that means GrapeT doesn't have to play all that well to just win, thanks to the mod advantage.
It still does, but it's like, on longer maps you can afford more mistakes, since 60,000 extra score is harder to lose. And it will clearly take some losing here from GrapeT as he, okay, well he's lost about 1,000 score maybe. That's great.
Yeah, pretty much.
There will need to be so much more where those two 100s came from to give goheegy even a like possibility kind of chance of winning this. He's not particularly close to SS either, which gives GrapeT even more of a buffer. You can see the 45k score difference, and that miss is not going to help it out whatsoever.
Yeah, just that alone could seal the deal, pretty much.
Yeah. This looks like it was a pretty strong pick from GrapeT. Well game planned. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like, if you're a player this good, then like people get to know your strengths and weaknesses quite well.
Yeah.
Compared to if you've, only played like 2 tourneys ever and you played like 3 matches in each of them. Both of these guys have been around for a long time now.
He's sitting on what, 4 or 5 100s?
Something like that.
Just
I think probably 5.
doing the GrapeT thing. Getting the ack and maybe missing once at the end, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Oh, this was cool. 990, 990 for a second there. As we got no notes for a second. Why can't it be like that all the time, actually?
Just permanently 990.
No, just do away with the notes
No
entirely.
notes.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Just have the spinners and downtime. Yep.
Yeah. And GrapeT does close out the FC with 8 100s.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, there was less than nothing goheegy could do there. If you slap Hidden on top of the 1 mod score he just got, 63 UR by the way, from GrapeT. If you slap a Hidden on top of that 1 mod score, GrapeT still wins it convincingly. Quarter of the 100s, 0 misses to 1, and an entire 60k free score mod. Okay, maybe Hidden isn't free score, but you really would think it looking at some of these matches.
I'd be seeing no mod 6.
And yeah, goheegy pretty much immediately picks no mod 6.
I mean, what is there to say about this?
I have casted a couple games where this has been picked, and I still genuinely don't quite understand. I just don't.
I don't understand. Just don't get it.
I wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it. .gif.
What?
Uh,
That sends an
Question
entirely
is-
different message.
how many 100s are they gonna get here?
Good question.
This map changes timing about 58 trillion times, but it might just not matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like visual reading will really save you either, because just visual reading, through all the notes at 7.5 stars isn't something you can really do. Like, you have to actually keep a sense of rhythm through everything. Otherwise, you're toast. You're getting like 95 if you FC or something. Getting a high act replay on this took a while, didn't it?
Oh, it did
Well-
take quite a bit of time.
Yeah, that just
Yeah.
tank at the start of the stream from goheegy is gonna give GrapeT a pretty handy lead here.
Very unlucky. I'm not actually sure he got a single 100 there. Only misses.
That wouldn't surprise me too much. I kind of made this comparison before the stream started, just in voice. Like, these guys are just like the playstyle swapped versions of each other. Like, in terms of just like super high accuracy, but maybe not the highest skill cap, like goheegy is the Bongo GrapeT and GrapeT is the KDDK goheegy. It's actually a neat comparison, I would say.
But he does find some 100s. So does goheegy.
Yeah, finds a
Ouchie.
lot in a row there. Oh, but Grifty does miss. For
That's a
once.
proper miss too. That could mean
Yeah.
goheegy takes the lead again.
Yeah, because until Grifty's built back up to 400 combo, goheegy's going to be getting just a bit extra score per note. Only like 30 or 40, but as you can see, that has been enough now to swap the lead over to goheegy's side. It's by a couple thousand now, so he can afford to hit like a couple 100s, but that is still kind of it. It's one.
Does get them.
There's still a decent chunk of map left, although both players losing quite an equal chunk of ag on these slowdowns.
Monos.
Yeah, but
Doing alright.
he's surviving, and Grip he misses again. And it looks like, with not much map left, this is so goheegy's to lose, and this ending is kind of just free, so... Yeah, it's both players hitting a 100, I think, on the last finisher. I know goheegi did, and I think I saw one from Grip as well. But yeah, with half of Grip 100 count, 2 less misses and a lot more combo, that is gonna be a second point for goheegi. Keeps it level. Alright. What do you think we see from Grip now? I think Hidden 2 would be a very reasonable pick from him, but also I would kind of expect it to come later rather than sooner, just because goheegi is good at Hidden now.
Yeah, and it is picking the finisher map against the bongo player, which isn't, you know, the safest.
Mm, mind you, Grip can certainly play finishers. There was a really, really, really hard finisher map in SGTS. In the round that map was played, my team played Grip team. You know what he did? After a restart, because of someone having technical issues, he max scored the map. Easily, easily highest score on the map of the weekend. And
Yep.
basically, we were like, what the hell is that? And then, we proceeded to lose.
So now Grifty's picking no mod 1.
Yeah.
goheegy immediately commenting on the mono bursts.
I mean, they're 375 6 notes of the same color in a row. The 6 note 375 burst in standard would make people say, I don't want to play this game anymore, or something to that effect.
Post about it on Reddit and downvote the map. Anyhow.
Yeah, something like that. This is one of our custom songs, by 114, also known as Lose Area.
So for double SS first burst coming up very soon.
Yeah, there is decent chunk of 1/6 in this map.
Keeps the SS on that one.
Yeah, well, that's not going to be the hardest pattern for Bongo. There you go. But only a couple 100s, no misses on
Very
that.
good, very good.
That's very important. I think if goheegy misses here, he's automatically in a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah, and I think he's hit both of the bursts now.
Yeah.
Just a couple 100s.
Just picks up an extra one there, but it still gives him a fighting chance if Grip T makes, even a single real mistake. Okay, well that doesn't count. He hit a couple 100s, but so did goheegy because there was also this 1/6 mono. Alright.
Yeah, the question is what's going to happen on the very last streams. Got a few more funny bursts.
Very good question in chat as to how goheegy can play like this with Bongo. That is a very good question that if you ask him, he will not be able to give you an answer. Never mind anyone else. And Grippy hits a third 100 finally on some, 250 BPM 1/6. There is that 1/6 in the middle of the stream, and Grippy picks up a break on it, kind of tanks the whole stream. And now it's
huge.
All goheegy's to lose, and this was Grippy's pick. This could be a break point here if goheegy just holds. And it's not just outro, there's one more burst, but even if he misses it, it should be safe, and it is. And so goheegy gets a break point over the number 2 seed of the tournament, someone who sure as hell hasn't lost a break point yet, because he, despite hitting 3 100s, missed 12 times, because that's just who he is. He's grip_T. And that's the losing score. What's that UR on that? This is ODE. It's 67! Oh my.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. That kind of mid-stream 1/6 just throwing the rest of the stream onto what feels like offhand. Might have just done him in for that pick there, and yeah, goheegy says that's his first FC on the pick, and
What a time to get it.
before even saying it's his first FC, he has of course already picked DT2. And yeah, Mango called it. I mean, no wonder the goheegy and Mango have some kind of symbiotic relationship or something after just a certain TWC run in 2020.
Neurological brain telepathy
Yeah, got to know each other a wee bit, you could say. Just a wee bit.
at a night out. Reached an understanding.
I mean, if you look at that UK flag, then that says a lot. Just up the local pub or something. I mean, goheegy is Scottish. He's probably there every night or something.
It's there right now.
Yeah. Anyway, so DT2, this is goheegy's third pick. So this is 240 BPM, and it never ends, ever. Um, there are extremely dense streams, and yeah, goheegy hits a 100 like 5 notes into the map because it is DT. So you will do that sometimes. It does not matter how good you are. You can't avoid it.
You either get very lucky or take 1 second to get used to it.
Yes.
As they have.
You don't take 1 second to get used to DT though. That takes so long. And goheegy is gonna find a miss, which is really, really bad. He's hitting 100s on this stream as well, like Pluro. Looks like so far Griffey is just much more comfortable on this. Although the miss was kind of isolated, it wasn't a big tank of any sort, so it's certainly not like goheegy's out of this yet, but I would not put it one bit past Grifty to actually FC this map. SSing it, I would call a stretch, but you know what? If he does it, then if anyone's gonna do it, then it's him.
I think goheegy's on 1 miss and like 4 100s.
Something like that, yeah. I mean, maybe like 7 or 8. He has picked up a solid few, but I mean, Creep T is still okay. Finally, thank you.
Go.
Finally hits a 100 on 240 BPM, 1/6 into finisher at the end of a long stream, because that's what it takes apparently to get one out of this guy.
Now, quick reminder that this is 3 minutes and 48 seconds after DT.
Yeah, it's that
meaning
long.
it's nowhere near over.
Oh yeah, we're still in the first half of the map, although note count wise, we're already halfway through since, I mean, Grippy's more than halfway to the 1.12 mil max score that DT has. Does hit, I think, 2 extra 100s there to take his count up to 3. Still on the 99.9, but I mean, I think he's got a wee bit of stamina at this BPM, it looks like. Just so clean.
Yeah. goheegy holding on to the 99.6, but 1 miss means it's gonna take a bit more than...
Oh!
Never mind.
Not that kind of miss though, not from that side. Group T finally seems to start dropping a couple more 100s on things that aren't impossible to SS. Maybe, I mean, goheegy's only real hope here is that Grip T starts really losing stamina into the last quarter of this map, but that would also involve goheegy having to play pretty much perfectly for the rest as well, unless it's some immense note lock. Which, I mean, currently can't really see happening. Like, look at this.
They're just playing the game.
They've
notes.
Yeah. Emphasis on hitting. These guys don't miss the notes. They do not. Not one bit. And yeah, towards the end of the map here, Griefty with about a 20k score lead, which on a map this long probably affords him a miss even. Maybe even like 2. Or
I mean, we're gonna
like a small tank or something.
We're gonna have to check both URs.
Oh yeah, and it seems like Grippy is hitting a couple more 100s towards the end, but I mean, still absolutely gonna pick this one up and get the break point back. Actually, yeah. What UR did both players get? Because goheegy's act seemed very close in the end. Yeah, only 5 100s away at 18 to Grippy's 13, but the 4 misses made a big difference. 94.52, that is 63.01, and that is about like, I want to say 64. No, 67. About 67.5.
This man divides by 1.5 a lot.
I'm awesome. You know who's more awesome though? Honestly, both of these guys. Like,
And
I
that's
couldn't
the
do that.
second great point back to back.
You should say grip point?
No, I
Grip,
didn't,
grip
but that
point.
would have
Okay.
been way funnier.
Well, now that we know that exists, it's already funny enough. Okay, maybe that isn't quite a thing that exists.
Right, great piece, great pea.
You're
It's
getting
gonna be-
messed up.
Sorry, let me drink some water.
Goheegy says, bad, I missed. No more picks, just play tiebreaker. And Grape Tea has no idea what to pick. I feel like both of these guys are just kind of stumped on how to approach playing the other, just because they're both so goddamn strong. It's like, what do I try to win?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, this is not going to be a scuffed match. Whatever gets picked, both players are going to nick looks so easy.
You
So
gotta
much
pick
easier
something.
than it is anyway. And okay, Grifty picks Nomad 3, the map. He picked the map.
Alright. When in doubt, pick the map.
Oh, is my noise suppression off? Jeez. Yes, it is. That's so cool and great.
That's so funny.
Alright, guys, we got the map. It
They're
also
immediately ready.
it also has the star rating. The map with the stars.
Yep.
But yeah, so this is it's not super long. It's only about 2.25 minutes, but it is very hard. I would kind of call this just like extreme bursts, just like really wacky ass like speeds that you have to hit notes at. Not for very long, but you still have to do it for a bit, and that's hard enough. And being ODE at like getting high AC on this is just, it seems to be genuinely impossible. Like, have we seen 99 on this at all between the showcase replay and every player so far?
Yes, Saren. Got like, very good. Very good act.
Well, Goheegy is kind of just missed on like nothing. Like, this is not one of the harder parts of the map. There are some bursts here, but you'd expect both players to be just destroying them. Gripty does lose his SS because even Gripty is not SSing this. It's just too hard for that.
Watch him SS everything else. Okay, never mind.
Alright, now I watch. Okay, right, we should stop.
Alright, now. Oh.
Both players are now hitting 100s because that is how this map is. You do not get high accuracy on this, and yeah, the one saving grace for Goheegy here is that despite that mist, you know, existing and being on nothing at all, it was early. It was before hitting 400 combo, which means it has a bit less impact on score. Just a bit, but still less than, you know, a mist towards, say, right in the middle of the map or after building up a decent combo, but he is dropping more AC overall than Grippy here and finds another miss.
Looking like a good pick from Grape Tea.
Yeah. I mean, this AC is actually pretty amazing so far, still holding on to the 99 for much longer than most people can say they've done in match. Because most people didn't get to this round of this turn. Crazy.
That is just true. That is the case.
I'm so smart. Yeah. Goheegy doesn't seem to be, I mean, he's confident on this map, but just not as much as Gripty, and he is still finding these big, kind of big-ish breaks. Gripty does drop below 99, and I mean, this is what it takes for Gripty to get a 98% accuracy full combo. It takes stuff that's just completely impossible to stay in the rhythm of. Or not even that, just to hit on time with what you're expected to. Like, yeah, the 100 cuts were close as well, 26 to 30, but again, the misses from Goheegy are the vast majority of the difference. I mean, it takes it from, you know, a 5k score difference to by 55k. But
Yep.
that was Gripty's pick, so Goheegy could keep himself more than alive in this if he, you know, can find a strong pick here, and finally starts dipping into the pull you'd know him for, the EHR pull. Picks EHR1. Now, Goheegy just kind of has a reputation left over from when he just played every impossible EHR thing with EHR and still did just fine on it. But he is kind of more oriented towards hidden now. Not obviously not to say he's really rusty on HR at all, because, I mean, you're probably about to see that he's not. But Gripty, more than perfectly fine on that mod himself, has a trillion and one just impossible looking score v1 hidden hard rock scores, and that involves having to play hard rock. Does hit a 100 within the first 4 notes, and then goheegy trades it back within the first 20. Although, Gripty hitting a few more as well.
He tells me this is going to go a bit similar to Nomad 5.
I mean, already we've had easily more 100s combined than the whole of Nomad 5 had within the first like 100 notes of the map. But here we go, first of the 2 really big streams here. Oh, and goheegy finds a brick!
Okay.
And Gripty
Not quite like Nomad 5.
Does recover, but it's still enough to give Gripty a decent lead by 10,000 score, and you gotta think, is that kind of amount of score even, like, can that be recovered now? Like, Gripty could very well just get like 2 100s over the rest of this beat map. I'm pretty sure he did either SS or get like 1 100 on that long stream. And that's basically the hard part of the map. There's another near identical one right at the end, but for now it's kind of just free act for a while compared to that.
goheegy's gonna be building up his combo to hopefully make the second part a bit more, you know, important.
I mean, the first one already was very important. They kind of just always are. He is, you know, hitting a 100 here and there, but it's not really putting a dent in that score lead because it's, you know, almost 20,000 now, just because misses are that significant. Just so much more so than 100s. And it's not like goheegy's just been SSing since the first big stream ended, but he's seemingly been closer than Gripty, enough to make sure this stays competitive. And
I mean, yeah. Besides the misses, it's still really close.
I feel like
Great
besides
he
the
slips
misses,
up at all.
goheegy's leading by like 5,000 by now, probably, if he didn't miss. Because he missed a few notes in a row, but got the second stream coming up.
Well, not quite yet, because it does a little fake out where you think it's going to happen, but does this instead.
I'm sure both players have played the pull enough to be aware of that, though, by now. I mean, they've had a whole week and they've both seemed to know that this is a bit of an important one. I mean, winner of this is top 3 in the tournament guaranteed. That's worth mentioning. So if this tournament does get top 3 players all getting badges like it did last year, then the winner of this match is guaranteed an EGTS 2022 profile badge. But here's the second big stream. Both players hitting it. And Gripty's missed.
Like I was saying.
Oh boy, there's not much stream left, but goheegy cannot afford to mess up the last couple seconds or this last pattern, and he doesn't! And he holds his pick to bring it to 4-4. Okay, now this is getting very, very interesting.
That it is.
Very, like, yeah, you can see the accuracy difference. It really was there. It was not... I was not imagining things, and... I mean, that was kind of funny. Just, goheegy misses on the first stream, and then they both kind of just, like, obliterate easy mapping for a bit, and then Gripty misses on the second stream. But yeah, the just ACK and miscount difference is gonna get goheegy the win there, even though Gripty was a bit closer to the FC overall.
None of these remaining maps are, you know, one-sided in any way. Maybe Nomad 2, but nothing else.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Gripty picking that. He says no more picks.
There you go.
We'll see. And goheegy says me too. Yeah, this is not the kind of match where you go, oh, well, I have no more picks, guess I'll just roll. This is the kind of match where you go, oh, I have no more picks, and then you think really hard. What is my best
goheegy did go for one mod only on free mod.
Yeah.
will that apply to any of the other free mods?
Maybe, I'm not too sure. I mean, yeah, it feels like this really still could go either way the entire match, but he's gonna pick free mod too. Mango saying goheegy is an anomaly. In other news, I breathe air. Yeah, I think we all know by now that this guy is not normal. He goes a bit crazy in quite a few ways.
Laughs in Brazilian.
What? Oh, wait, yeah. Oh my god, so does Grape Tea. Alright, you guys just laugh in Brazilian in chat, please? Thank you.
Yeah, that's quite funny.
Oh, and Goheegy is crying. In English. Or in Scottish, maybe. Rise in Scottish, what? But yeah, Fremont too, and yo, we got the same mod setup as last time. Goheegy with HR only, and Grape Tea with the hidden hard rock setup. Alright. This
Now,
map,
it's
yeah.
not quite the same as free mod 1.
Not at all, yeah. It's a different map, you could say. What? Like, oh, okay, so Goheegy,
yeah.
finding this on that mono, I mean, it's pretty fast and it's fairly long.
That's what they were talking about earlier, the KKKKKKKKKKK.
No, they're just laughing. But also there's that,
It was very funny, so they probably laugh about it too.
Really strange coincidence there that this map also happens to contain a long cat mono. But yeah, that just gives Grape Tea this huge advantage that, I mean, he's taking all of because he's only just started hitting a couple 100s on EGTS. Forgot to mention, this is one of our custom songs by Blobdash. Pretty cool.
Pretty neat, pretty nifty.
Oh, like the map?
No, this is by Akio.
Well, Goheegy just hit that second mono.
But he's nowhere near 68,000 points. And rapidly climbing.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. With mod advantage on free mod, if both players are, you know, just playing comfortable enough, just not hitting 100s or misses, then, I mean, even though the one mod player is not making any mistakes, the two mod player's lead is just always going to be slowly increasing because more score for no. Because
they're just hitting the fast part. Fast part
yeah.
being hit perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, Grape Tea
Never
does
mind.
miss, but the lead is so big that, like, okay, now he's missing more, but even then, the extra mod score is just too much. It just is. I think there is hard stuff in the outro, right?
No, not really.
Alright. So, it looks like, yeah, this is probably gonna be 5-4 in Grape Tea's favor.
And he's gonna pass 60 thingy, which means it's impossible for goheegy to win.
There's another million there as well. And, come on, dude, like, you can't be serious. Okay, no, it's okay. He missed early.
Yeah, he missed the burst.
Yeah, and I mean, Grape Tea with 6 misses and 9 100s, pretty nice accuracy, you could say.
HR2, as you do.
Yep. Very hard map actually. For the slot, especially for this round. You took like 2 hours to get a replay on it.
Yeah, it's a little difficult, but we also saw like 2 1 misses from Mankuchi and Kantan, so
yeah,
maybe I'm just a noob.
You know, at the thing that everybody knows you for. We've got two more like direct increases in difficulty to do from this. That's gonna be really funny for everyone but the players.
Yeah. Anyhow, MP start 10. Just keep it going, keep it moving.
I think they're willing to do that. But yeah, this is kind of a must-win point for Goheegy if he intends to really go for the win here. But if you trust him to win anything against any player in the world, it would be Hard Rock 2. Just goes super fast, and Goheegy's basically lived in this kind of SV for multiple years. So, yeah. This 1/3 though does catch him out for 1/100's worth, and of course Grape Tea very much able to play the fast DHRs as well, though maybe not out of just sheer reading with the same settings as normal. But, I mean, if it works, and it's working. He holds the SS through the first quarter.
Yeah, anyone who's seen the showcase will know that the hard part's coming up soon.
There is a lot of hard part in this, to be fair. This, even though goheegy has missed on kind of a relatively easy part of the map, this is still nowhere near decided. Because big tanks can happen on some of the things left in this.
But the player who ideally, for the sake of a tiebreaker, needs to lose this isn't having those misses.
He's, well, he's had a 100, but that, I mean, that's consolation at this point, so far anyway. Could be a lot more than just a 100 by the time the map's over, but I mean, for now, that's all goheegy gets to work with, and it might as well be nothing. These awkward 1/3 streams in this part, not catching out either player, although goheegy hit like a 100, hits a couple more. I mean, at this point, he needs goheegy to miss, and probably to miss badly. Otherwise, this is just over, because, I mean, another brick from goheegy, and goheegy is not going to be hitting like 60 100s in the remainder of this map. He doesn't do that on any single map, like, ever.
He just doesn't.
Maybe in Grand Finals, but we are 2 pulls away from that in terms of difficulty, and this Ki is so dense and scrolls so fast, and goheegy is just making a mockery of it. goheegy misses again. Finally another 100 from goheegy, but that seems to be all goheegy's like got to play with here, and he's nowhere near being able to do anything with it.
I saw goheegy on a practice stream, and he scrolled past this map, and his one FC was 99.6. Now he's on 2 100s, and, you know... Oh.
Okay, a few more than 2, but still just kind of a minuscule ass of mine. Alright, last stream. goheegy would need to miss like the whole thing, and yeah, it's already over.
It's over!
Oh,
he misses right at the end, just
on.
like a certain other player. I guess that's the hardest part of the entire map.
And look at that, yeah.
There it is, 99.6!
Yeah. But with misses, and also with 99.9 until the outro. And 50 unstable rate.
Yep.
And -5 +3 hit error as well. Sorry, goheegy got 50 and goheegy got what again? 91. goheegy could have been playing on DT and gotten that UR on his graph, and goheegy was still a bit lower. Like, bro literally got less than 2/3 of the other player's UR. Were the other players this good at the game? Okay, man. Most people can't get that on Oni diffs. And this map is insane. Just never ceases to amaze, really, but that does mean match point.
Wait.
That does mean match point for goheegy. 2 of them, in fact.
Something tells me he amazed himself with that score. Key top broken. Yeah.
Ooh.
There you go.
Well, that honestly might just straight up explain the last couple notes misses. Like, if
That would be
something
really funny.
Ah, damn, I was about to set, like, the best score you've ever seen, but unfortunately,
My key broke. Physically
yeah.
snapped in half.
The world decided that I'm not allowed to do that.
Let it be known that this isn't that rare of an occurrence for Tycho.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, so the Poon has been mentioned in chat. The Poon, basically, the, like, reffing, stuff that is used for these tournaments runs through the Poon's OSU account. This is all, like, you know, this isn't just, like, some rogue, like, thing that we're doing just because it works. This has been, you know, like, the people that need to know about this know about this. This is not illegal activity. This makes it sound much more shady than it is, but no, this is fine. But yeah, Poon isn't directly hosting this tournament. It's just that it's handy to run stuff through his account. And both players saying I can't play this map, they are both lying, let's be real.
They are both complete falsification spreaders.
Me when I spread misinformation on the internet.
Lies, lies, falsehood, deceit.
And then I play an star. Alright. Oh. Okay, now it looks like we've got the MP start.
potentially match point.
Okay.
366 BPM.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
can't really
can't.
see much way that goheegy has much chance on this. Like, this is this is a very, very uphill battle, and it kind of was from the moment that Grape Tea typed NM2 into the match chat. But, you know, stranger things have probably happened. Although, yeah, you can see goheegy is just not nearly as comfortable act-wise. I mean, misses notes, hits a few 100s. And by a few, I mean a lot. He's on 93% accuracy. Really not the super high BPM kind of player. He's gonna love the next two Nomatus. I'm sure.
Surely. Yeah, let it be known that despite Great Tea possibly winning this, goheegy still has a loser's bracket to fight his way through.
Yeah, and he really fumbling some patterns there, just doesn't seem quite able to keep up.
It's just really fast. 366?
Like, there are people that literally, like, there are players that you'd consider good at the game. Well, I'm not sure some people, but, like, there are players that could be considered good at the game that quite literally could not stream half this BPM. Like, couldn't play this map at 0.5 times rate. Just because maybe a pattern trips them up or something. But at this point, you also have to play all of these patterns at this speed. And now it's just outro, so it looks like this is GG's. And yeah, no, this is... Yeah, 7-4 for Grape Tea. I mean, that was a pretty good 7-4. Like, that was... So many points were so close.
It was incredibly
Potentially.
good.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, that's still a good score from goheegy, by the way. 95 AC, and actually, I believe comboed through most of the last hard part, which is like the hardest one. But yeah, he's gonna lose the match 7-4 against, you know, one of the best players in the world, and Grape Tea is asking for a tiebreaker show match. So we'll see if we get that. And it looks like both players have agreed to it, so it looks like we're gonna see the tiebreaker for what could honestly be the only time this weekend. Um, I haven't seen it in a match be properly played yet. I don't know if I've seen any TV showcases before, and there's only one match to go that... Okay, that one actually looks like 7-6 isn't something I would put past that one, but, you know. But yeah, we will get to see the TV played at least once this weekend. While we're waiting for that to start, probably for like 10 seconds, the bracket. So Grape Tea moves on in the winner's bracket as one of two remaining winner's bracket players to face Saren 58 in winners finals. So that's gonna be, I mean, that's gonna be a barn burner. That's gonna be just completely
Yeah,
unhinged levels of
what?
Taiko skill. A barn burner. That's a word. That's a phrase. That's a thing.
It's gonna burn your barn down.
It's gonna be insane. It's you are never going to be able to play as well as like the worst scores in that match, unless you're one of like 20 people probably. But yeah, so goheegy will move on into the lower bracket to face the winner of our next match, Kotohira versus Ulki, in finals weekend. So yeah. But that does also mean that Grape Tea is actually guaranteed now a top 3 spot. If you make it to winners finals, it is impossible for you to finish outside the top 3, even if you lose 2 matches in a row and you're out of the tournament. That means you lose winners finals and then losers grand finals, which places you 3rd. So if top 3 are badged, then Grape Tea's already secured his. I say it like these guys play for badges. At this point, it's like, I mean, they could get all the ones they wanted if they just signed up to like a couple, you know, random tourneys a year, but like not everyone signs up to. And he misses because this map is very hard. This is the TV.
Hasn't played it before.
That's true.
This
Well,
is
I
both
don't...
a showcase and a site lead showcase.
Yeah, from like, you know, kind of one of the best players in the world. Probably the best non-KDK player in the world, still struggling a decent bit. Yeah, seeing this, it's kind of scary to think of how it would have gone if this match did end up going to TV, because it feels like it really could have. It was not possible at all, especially at like 4-4. Like, there was a way there, it just didn't happen.
I mean, it's still just a third of the way into the tiebreaker, where this is 99.65.
Yeah. And we're not just through a bunch of easy part either. Oh, we're probably still yet to find most of the hard parts. I mean, you have to make these guys miss somehow. Like, have you seen how everyone's been playing this weekend?
You say that, but Grape Tea hasn't missed.
Well, hopefully.
Hopefully he will.
That's all you can do at this point in player skill. You just gotta be like, okay, this is like impossible. Please miss. Thank you.
Go.
Thank you. It's kind of a tank as well, but only brings it down to 99.4. Okay, goheegy finds misses of his own as just as he was getting close to the 1k combo mark, and misses again. You know, high 97. He's so noob. Except that, like, that's actually amazing. Like, very few people could do that still. And Grape Tea hits an ultra rare, never before seen 100 on a snap that you could call a single tap. That's crazy. Still not hitting many 100s like, and these bursts kind of catch goheegy out, but once he knows they're there, it seems like he's fine.
Hitting the 250 BM 1/8s. Completely fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, 500 BPM? Dude, Taiko could be such insane, like, clip farm if people just, like, could be bothered to make, like, clickbait titles for things.
What's your Taiko frag movie?
I mean, that on its own should have, like,
500 BPM note hit?
I thought you said 500 VPN.
VPN?
And that brings us to today's spawn. No, it doesn't. No, it does not.
Lord VPN.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say before I
VPN.
decided.
What's another VPN? Your local VPN. The one you get with your ISP.
That's a thing.
It is here. We were offered a free VPN, like, trial thing 3 months.
I'm moved to Sweden, man. Fuck this shit. Actually insane. You know what? You know what we get from our ISP? This really cool feature where sometimes we don't get the thing that we pay for, and it's really awesome. Like, they just decide, hey, by the way, your internet? No, not for the next couple minutes. Just for no reason. We a bit crazy, really.
Just a little.
These guys certainly have internet connections, though. Actually, goheegy is the same ISP as me, so he probably does come into every match just with that wee thought in the back of his head of, listen,
Listen.
if my connection goes down, people are gonna hear about it, and they're not gonna hear about it, but he will be a wee bit annoyed and be like, well, goddamn.
Map's just about over, and Grape Tea's gonna be closing out with 99.45.
If you look, he's hitting the non-finishers in that section as finishers anyway, which, I mean, makes sense. Probably does take a bit less finger control that way, really. Yeah, look, he's doing it again.
What the hell? What the hell?
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, so that is almost 980k no mod on the tiebreaker. 29 100s, 4 misses. It's already 8.2. What yard did he just get on, like, the hardest map ever? 76.
Can we just, rate up the finals pool?
And goheegy got 99. Actually, yeah, true. I mean, Taiko is basically like Mania but horizontal, right? Yeah, we'll just make people just, like, regret ever saying that. And just make it completely unplayable.
Yeah. Like, we want the best score to be, like, a 96.
And currently that's like, what happens if someone's like soul exits their body in the middle of a map?
Yeah.
Like, that's what it takes for someone to get under like 97.
Anyways.
But yeah, we've one more match this weekend in just an iron eye.
All going according to script. be there soon, I guess, in an hour. Have some food. If you're in the EU, it's quite a bit over lunchtime, but it's a Sunday, so you might not have eaten yet. I know I haven't.
Well, I have food right here, so that's awesome for me. It sucks to suck that you don't have food, but yeah.
Starving children in Africa, you come over like, sucks to suck.
No. I just stay here and eat.
You get that YouTube ad like, oh, donate 1 cent for a meal to a starving child. Like, nope. Get good, skill issue.
There's like no respectful thing I can even say here. Like, what the? Okay, man. But yeah, our last match is in an hour, Kodo Hero 6 versus Ulki. Right after that will be Map Pull Showcase. It's all ready to go. There will be no delays. Probably. I'm not going to speak for people whose PCs aren't mine. But yeah, we'll see you in an hour. Bye. That picked up on the stream. Awesome. Oh, we are?
Cool.
That's great. That's sick.
It picked up on the stream.
Alright, I'm gonna start. I gotta eat. Oh god. Alright, bye.